Hello everyone. I hope you are doing very well. And also I hope that you remember what you learned in the previous classes. Today we shall talk about two important parts of speech: adverb and preposition. Adverb and preposition. Now let's examine what an adverb is. Let's read the sentences carefully. Copy this out carefully. Copy this out carefully. Now, in the second sentence, the actress is very beautiful. The actress is very beautiful. Now, in the third sentence, she pronounced the word quite correctly. Now, let's examine these words again. These highlighted words are called adverbs. Now, let's examine, the function of these words. For example, carefully, it adds something to the meaning of verb, copy. Copy this out carefully. What kind of sentence it is? Copy means you copy. It is actually an imperative sentence. Just try to recall those different types of sentences. Copy this out carefully. So this is an imperative sentence and we are modifying this word with another word. Copy the verb we are modifying with this carefully. Now in the second sentence you see the actress is very beautiful. So here you see, now you learned in the previous lesson what an adjective is. The actress is beautiful, right? We'll say if I say the actress is beautiful. Beautiful is adding something to the meaning of actress, a noun. Now here you see very is adding something to the meaning of beautiful, right? So when you add something to the meaning of beautiful, that is an adjective, this is also called an adverb, right? Now in the third sentence, she pronounced the word quite correctly. So here you see correct, quite correctly. Now adverb, just now we are learning actually adverb. What is actually adverb? Adverb is, for example, she pronounced correctly. If she pronounced correctly, correctly is adding something to the meaning of pronounced, a verb, right? Correctly. Now we are learning this adverb only. So she pronounced the word correctly. If I say correctly is adding something to the meaning of pronounced. Now, quite is adding something to the meaning of correctly. Quite correctly. Okay, quite is adding something to the meaning of correctly. So, now let us see, in the first sentence, carefully add something to the meaning of the verb copy. Now, in the second sentence, the verb very adds something to the meaning of the adjective beautiful, right? Now, in the third sentence, the adverb quite adds something to the meaning of the verb adverb correctly, right? So, adverb may therefore be modified or defined, rather defined. An adverb, an adverb may therefore be defined as a word that modifies a verb or adjective or another adverb. So this is what we call adverb. So let us conclude this adverb. When you add something to the meaning of a verb, okay, or another, or an adjective, you are very beautiful, for example, she is very beautiful girl. So you are adding something to the very, very beautiful, right? Now, or you add something to the meaning of another adverb. So this is called an adverb. Now let's learn another important part of speech, that is preposition. Preposition. Read the following sentences carefully. There is a cow in the garden. There is a cow in the garden. Now you see, you are saying there is a cow in the garden. Now in the second sentence, the monkey climbed up the tree. The monkey climbed up the tree. Now let's examine this third sentence. The horses, sorry, the horse galloped around the field. The horse galloped around the field. Now let's examine the relation that shows this word in the first sentence. There is a cow in the garden. Now you see this in shows the relation between the garden and cow. There is a cow in the garden. This in this is what is preposition. Okay, in is actually preposition. What is the role of it? It shows the relation between the garden and cow. Cow is in the garden actually, so there is a cow in the garden. So in shows the relation between the garden and the cow. Now in the second sentence, the monkey climbed up the tree. The monkey climbed up the tree. Now here the up, up it shows the relation between the tree and climbed. The relation between tree and climbed. Now in the third sentence, the horse galloped around the field. So here around shows the relation between the field and galloped. Okay? The horse galloped around the field. So around shows here the relation between the field and galloped. So what actually a preposition is? Now let's go. Now the highlighted words, they are called prepositions. We have already mentioned that they shows they show how the following nouns garden, tree, field are related to other words in the sentence. So a preposition is a word that is usually placed before a noun or a pronoun to show the latest relation to some other word in the sentence, right? So let's define a preposition. A preposition is a word that is usually placed before a noun. Now you see, all prepositions are placed before the noun. Or it may be a pronoun also to show the latest relation to, after the preposition, the relation to some other word in the sentence. Now, in the first sentence, in shows the relation of the garden with cow. I have already told you that. In the first sentence, in shows the relation of garden with cow. Now, in the second sentence, the word up shows the relation between the tree and climbed. The tree and climbed. Now, in the third sentence, the word around shows the relation between, this is the word preposition, this shows the relation between the field and galloped. Now let us do this exercise. Identify the word adverbs. He scolded the employee very harshly. You have to mention which is the adverb here. You remember what exactly an adverb is. He scolded the employee very harshly. They arrived late to the meeting. They arrived late. They arrived late to the meeting. She sings beautifully. She sings beautifully. You have to identify the adverb here. We have learned what an adverb is. Okay? Now in the first sentence, we will meet tomorrow. We will meet tomorrow. Now the dog barked loudly at the stranger. The dog barked loudly at the stranger. Now let's do this exercise. Fill in the blanks with the suitable preposition. Now you see they are given in, on, at, in, on, at, under, over, behind, next to, between. Now, the first sentence, the book is, here you have to fill in. The book is dash the table. Now, in the second sentence, she sat dash her friend during the movie. She sat dash her friend during the movie. The cat is hiding. The cat is hiding dash the sofa. There is a clock hanging dash the wall. There is a clock hanging dash the wall. Now, she will meet dash 6 p.m. She will meet dash.
We will meet.
Okay. We will meet dash 6 p.m. I hope you have understood both the important parts of speech which we have learned today. This is the end of our lesson today. Until we meet again, goodbye and have a good time. Thank you.